Hey guys, what's going on? This is Trieyx here on a Kingdom Hearts Junior Cross video. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the setup I used to beat the Hades Cup or the Paradox Cup. So let's go to my setup. Okay, so for Cerberus, originally I used my counterpoint. So I think this was the setup I used to beat Cerberus at first, but I decided that since this setup was not really free-to-play friendly, I'm gonna pick a different, I made a different setup. So I decided to go with the Sleeping Lion. In this setup, I believe it was this one. I think I have like two. Yeah, it was this one. This one, what you call it? I basically manipulated the counters and made my upright strength like really high. So I'll show you guys what medals I have. So I used the Kyrie for the buffing, also with second chance. Kyrie has extra attack, and that's because I just added extra attack. I didn't really need extra attack to beat this event, but I added the extra attack. I was like, you know what, I've been dealing with this Kyrie having, not having extra attack for such a long time, and I never had a Kyrie that had extra attack, so I was like, I spend the 5,000 jewels to get the extra attack. So yeah, even though I'm pretty sure they're gonna release another Kyrie very soon, I did that. I just gave her extra attack, but it's not needed. You basically just need a buffer like a Kyrie with second chance. Then I have this Ventus. This Ventus here is basically to lower the enemy's counter. He's not really there to do anything other than that. What you call it? He does a little bit of damage, but not that much, so he's just there. Same with the Xion. She does a little bit of damage, but she's really just there to lower the enemy's counters. So yeah, she's basically there. And the traits aren't really that great. He has like aerial and strength. She has attack boost 7 max, gauge 0, and absolutely garbage traits. Now here's like where the key thing is for the setup. You want to have what you call it, a copy medal copying this ultimate form Sora if you have one. If not, I'll use like a friend medal and then put the copy medal at the pet slot to copy it. So what ultimate form Sora does is that he raises your upright metal strength by 1,500, and then if you lower enemies counters and then you die by those counters, your buff still get kept. Like, the buff still stays there. So yeah, I'll show you guys what I mean. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah. So basically this Axel's here to copy my Sora. Axel has aerial, extra attack, and ground, so he's pretty decent. He also has attack with 7 max, which I should really change that. But yeah. And this ultimate form Sora, he has attack with 10 max, gauge 2, and perfect traits basically. So yeah. And then as for my Guardian from Sora, he also did do some damage. Attack boost 8 max, gauge 1, and almost perfect traits except for the pet slot. But yeah, and my sub slots are pretty high, 4.9. Right now you want to do this event now because since you still have the boosters, your what you call it, your multiplier is really high. So mine's like 9.7 for ultimate form Sora. Is crazy. Yeah, this is setup I used to beat Cerberus. So to beat Sephiroth, I used this setup. I haven't really made a free-to-play setup for Sephiroth. Sephiroth is actually somewhat difficult, only because he of his kind of counter attack, and he debuffs you, so that's the biggest pain in the butt. So this is a setup I used. I haven't came up with the free play setup. If you guys have one, definitely leave in the comment section below. But I haven't made one yet, so I'm just gonna run with this setup for now. I know it has some VIP medals, but yeah. So anyways, I'll show you guys what medals I used. So this is the same Kyrie, extra attack. Yeah, I didn't really need it for this event. But yeah. You also have the Xion right here. Attack was 9 max, Lux plus, perfect traits. I have this Aqua right here. Attack with 8 max, gauge 0. and then I have aerial, strength, and ground. This aqua basically did do the debuffing while also doing damage, because for some reason, what sucks about this Keyblade, not Keyblade, this metal is that it doesn't lower its enemy's upright defense, so yeah, I need this aqua to do that for me. Okay, and for these two, these are basically the same metals. I have King Rise 3 Aqua with attack was 9 max, and she has perfect traits. Same thing here, except she has tap was 9 max, never mind. Tap was 9 max and perfect traits. So what these Aqua they do the same thing as Ultimate Form Sora. They raise your upright strength, but for this Aqua, it'll basically increases your magic strength. So yeah, and since Sephiroth is a power enemy, you definitely want to use magic metals. I also have another one. Same thing. So like I said before, this setup not really free to play friendly, but yeah, basically, actually I'll show you guys my subslots first. My subslot is 4.7, so like I said before, the multiplier is really high right now, so right now it's a chance to capitalize on that. Oh yeah, we also get some passive traits effects too, but that's basically if you level up your Keyblade to like plus 35 or something like that. So yeah, I can't even show you here. But basically for Cerberus, you want to have I'll go back to explain. Cerberus, essentially you want to have metals that lowers the countdown, as well as having an Ultimate Form Sora that's key, and a buffer, and that's kind of it, basically about it. What your metals, like the traits your metal needs is ground, because Cerberus is ground, strength, extra attacks, stuff like that. You don't really need aerial because Cerberus is not an aerial enemy, so ground's a key thing that you need. Also metals with high strength, if you guys don't have any ground traits, but mostly ground traits. That's always key. As for, oh yeah, also for Cerberus, you want to use a magic setup. Like I said before, I'm using this setup because I want to make it more free play friendly. So you can still beat it with a speed setup with like Ultimate Form Sora, but ideally, if you can make a magic setup, that'd be great. But if you guys don't have like a magic setup, this Ultimate Form Sora setup thingy works as well. In fact, it probably works better. Well, I don't even know. I think it looks okay. And for Sephiroth, you want to bring a magic setup. If you guys don't have like a magic setup, I'll maybe try to do the same thing with Ultimate Form Sora, where you keep increasing your strengths over time. That way you keep doing more and more damage. But if you guys don't, definitely bring like magic setups. That definitely helps a lot. You want to bring metals with ground, because Sephiroth is ground, extra attack, strength, stuff like that. You definitely need a buffer, because Sephiroth is gonna debuff you. You could bring a what you call it? An overwrite metal. So if you guys have like the old Kyrie, stuff like that, because Sephiroth, like I said before, does debuff you. So having overwrite metal is definitely gonna help you a lot. But I didn't use one because my Kyrie, my overwrite Kyrie, it doesn't have a second chance. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna not use that. But anyway, let's get right into the fight. That's where all the good stuff happens. So yeah, I'll show you guys exactly like my steps to beat it. So I think it's here, Hades Paradox Cup. Let's do Cerberus first. We're gonna go with my Sleeping Lion, and this is the right setup. And then for this one, I brought my friend Alva. So let me check the traits. So Alva has attack plus 8 max, lux plus, extra attack, strength, and air. So she really doesn't do any damage. Is there even a better one? I don't think so. I mean, there's this one. What's this one? Even worse. I could bring Envy, but Envy, I could bring Envy, but nah, whatever. Alva is probably better because Alva raises your your metal strength. Envy increases your magic metal strength. So yeah, I'm gonna bring Alva. So let's go. Okay. So I'll get that. First thing you want to do is you definitely want to use the Kyrie, if you guys have one, to overwrite the buffs, because Cerberus starts off with PSM 15 and what you call it? Reverse defense up. So if you want to use Kyrie to get rid of all that, debuff him all the way down, buff yourself all the way up, and then you want to use a metal that increases your guilt or special attack bonus. So I'm going to use the ultimate form Sora, because well, should I use ultimate form Sora or should I use the Ava? I think I'm going to use the Ava. So I'm going to use the Ava to do a whole bunch of damage basically, and then I'm going to use the Kyrie to buff me up. Maybe for this video I'm not gonna use the second chance Kyrie, so I'm just gonna do that because I don't wanna, because most of you guys probably don't have extra attack Kyrie, so I'm gonna skip that. Then I'm gonna use the Ventus to lower his countdown by 1. Xion, lowered it again. Then I use the Axel. So this is where I start increasing my strength right there. You see on the left hand side at 1,500 strength up for upright metal. So that's basically the key thing. Then I'm going to use the Axel again. And I'm going to use the Sora. So you're seeing that increase. So now I'm going to use him to basically lower his countdown while do some damage. Then I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna use it again actually. I'm gonna use this again. So now he basically uses counter attack on me and lower my damage down, but it didn't really kill me. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the video here. My dog's scratching at the door again, so yeah, it's gonna get really annoying. So I'm gonna be right back. So I'm back. Okay, so where was I? Let's see. So my upright strength is or metal strength really by 6,000. Here I want to lower his countdown again. That way he kills me. So I can keep my buffs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use let's use, I know one of these resets it. I'm not sure it's her who's, yeah, it increases the count by 1, so I don't want to really use the Xion. So I'm gonna use the Ventus. Then I'm gonna use Guardian from Sora. And what you want to do is you want him to kill you with the counter attack. You don't want him to, like, you don't want to bring him to 0 once you have like no more medals, because that way you won't keep your buffs. So now I'm gonna use the Ava. Boom. Okay. So now he killed me with his counter attack, and bam! I still keep my buffs. My upright strength or metal strength is still at 7,000. He has his debuffs as well, so it's perfect. So now I'm gonna use the Kyrie to give myself some more buffs, while also getting rid of the getting rid of the the status effect. And then I'm gonna skip the Kyrie. I use the Ventus. I use Xion. And then using Axel, increasing my strength. I use the Sora. So as you guys see right here, I'm doing more and more damage over time. Then I'm gonna use Ultimate Form Sora. And then I am gonna use Ultimate Form Sora again. I think this setup is kind of like RNG, which I just realized right now, cause what you call it? I don't have any more status or Esuno or anything like that, so now I'm paralyzed. I can't really do anything about it. So yeah, I gotta be very careful about this. So I'm gonna use Axel. But right here, I got very lucky because it didn't really skip my Ava, so I'm good. And I'm gonna use, does he increase 8 plus 3? I'm not sure if he ignores it or not. Huh. I want to test it out and see if he ignores it. Perfect, okay, he doesn't ignore it, okay, good. So now I'm gonna use the Ava, then this will kill me, because he's gonna use his counter attack, so I'm gonna use the Ava. Boom. Bam, he kills me. So second chance activates, and I still have all my buffs. Use the Kyrie, get rid of the paralysis, and there we go, we basically won. So skip the Kyrie, I guess use them, so why not? Do this. And then this should almost kill it. There we go. Oh, not yet. There we go. So there we go. We ended off with 18,000 strength. So at the ending right there was RNG. If this skipped my medal, I would have died and messed up. The first time I tried to test it out, I messed up. Well, I didn't mess up, but I didn't get the blessing of the RNG, and it skipped my Ava, so that would have failed. But there we go. I completely forgot about that, but we got lucky there and we beat it. So there we go. So now on to Sephiroth. So Sephiroth, I used the counterpoint. This was how to be used, and I used my friend Ava as well. So same thing, same Ava. So we're gonna go right into it. Sephiroth a little tricky. He doesn't have that much HP bar, just that he debuffs you, which is really annoying, and his counter attacks are really annoying as well. So here, I'm gonna, you see Sephiroth starts off a PSM, defense, upright defense, reverse defense, and defense up. Basically, that much like defense as possible for him, like a maximum defense. So what you want to do is you want to use this Kairi to get rid of all that, debuff him all the way down, buff jump all the way up, and then you want to use a medal that gives you, what you call it, special attack bonus up. So I'm going to use this Aqua. I should just use this one. There we go. And then we're gonna basically start attacking. So now all our buffs are reset. He has no buffs or debuffs. I have very little buffs. So now I'm gonna use the Kairi, and then I'm gonna skip it because I didn't use this Kairi to beat it. So I'm gonna skip this one, and then I'm gonna use Xion, and then Xion again. So basically do as much damage as possible until his counter attack goes up. I'm not exactly sure when his counter attack goes. I think it was like 50% and then 30%, I think. So I had to check again. Then Aqua, and then Aqua, and Aqua. So you see these Aqua, they're increasing my magic strength by 1,500. So yeah. So now he used his counter attack. I think it's maybe not 30, 50. I think maybe like 70 and 30. Something like that. So yeah, now he counter-attacked me. So basically I got debuffed all the way down basically. His debuff still stay there, so that's good. So now I'm gonna use the Aqua to increase my my buffs. Cause these Aqua, they do buff themselves. So use Aqua again, and we use the Ava. The Ava does no damage because she has no ground, and my buffs are like really bad. But I have brought myself back up to max buffs or magic anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use these supernovas, because this is probably the last chance I'm gonna have to, like, this type of buffs. So I'm gonna use the Aqua, and then I'm gonna use the Xion. Not gonna do any damage, but I use it anyway. And I'm gonna use this Aqua. There we go. So I'm gonna keep 2 just in case if I need them for the special attack bonus, but I'm not really gonna need them, so I'm gonna keep them there anyway. So now I'm at plus 10,000 battle strength. So now I'm just gonna use the the Ava. So with Sephiroth, you can't really keep your buffs. Like you can't really. Yeah, now I think about it, you actually can't even use the upright form sword, because you can't keep his buff. He has no count, like counter basically. So you actually can't even use him. So that was my bad. So I'm gonna use the Kairi, buff myself up. He still has that annoying upright defense up, but I think I don't need this Kairi, so I'm gonna do that. Again, we use the Xion, they're gonna do any damage. This one, not gonna do any damage. This Aqua, definitely gonna help me a little bit because it lowers the enemy's upright defense. So there we go, now it's at 7. Let's see. Let's use let's use this Aqua, giving that 280% special attack bonus. Then we use the Aquas until I reached his next counter attack right here. So now that's his second counter attack. So he has 2. Basically when he got to die, like I think like 30% or something. So now I'm gonna keep using the Aquas to give myself some more buffs and do some damage. I'm not too sure I can kill him this turn. Is it possible? No, it's not. It's not possible. Okay, so I think it'll take me another turn. But basically in this stage you don't really need to beat this a certain amount of turns, so you're good. So now we use the Kyrie, do that, this, go with this. Okay, and I basically won. So there we go. It's not really that difficult. The biggest thing you have to watch out for is the counter attacks and debuffs. Those are the most annoying things. That was his buff as well. His at the beginning. That's pretty annoying as well. Bringing a override medal definitely could help you a lot. Or the Kyrie or Xion, when they use the Supernova, they basically overwrite. So yeah, let me check really quick. Yeah, so I had 70% and 30% is when he does his counter attack. So yeah. Anyways, that's basically how this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully the quality of this video is a lot better. I am using an Elgato to record my gameplay now, so that's really cool. Hopefully the sound quality is a lot better. Everything's a lot better really, because mirroring my phone onto my computer made it so it's recording the audio onto like my desktop basically. So that's why audio sounded horrible, and that's why when my previous videos started glitching up because the mirroring wasn't really that great. It was like okay, but sometimes it just glitches up. But yeah, basically that's for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you got more Kingdom Hearts Unicross videos, be sure to like and subscribe button. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.